What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cogee. I'm in the house. Hey, today is star-studded. Hey, let's keep the music going. Hey, this is hype. Let's bring it in. Let's not turn it down. It's a star-studded, baby. It's a second chance achievers, and today's a great show. Hey, we got people in who had the odds against them, baby, and they rose back up like a phoenix, you know what I'm saying, to make it happen. I want to say what's up to all our people in the military right now, making it safe for me to do this show comfortably without worrying about nothing. I want to say, hey, much love to your families. I know they're going through a lot without you. Hey, and we hope y'all home soon. So, hey, I got my panel in here with me right now, and we got more people to come. We got a lot of people calling. The show's on fire, y'all. I mean that. Hey, we got Young G in here. How you doing today, Young G?
How you doing?
There it is. So what you think about today's show, Second Chance Achievers?
Yeah, it's a great topic. Everybody deserves a second chance, and especially the ones that take their second chance and use it wisely and follow God's steps. That's all they need.
There it is. So, my man, we here from the Virgin Islands, baby. We got Alan, man, in the house. What's up, Alan, man?
Hey, what's up out there in radio land?
So, hey, you here again, man. What you think about this Second Chance Achievers?
I think it's great, man, because, a lot of people have, never been given that second chance.
Yeah.
And when you've been given a second chance and you take it and you do something with it, make sure it's positive. Stay away from that negative role and, keep it going.
Oh, yeah, because like I said, there's people out there, hey, we got people that's calling in. Y'all not going to believe some of the stories that's coming in, but I want y'all to believe it because, hey, we can always bounce back and get on our feet. It depends on what you want to do. It's what plan you got for your life, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, I'm taking mine high, baby. Ain't nothing stopping me, and I mean that. But like I said, today's a strong show. I want everybody to get ready. I want hey, we just going to make it happen. And like I said, I'll be back in, and I'm going to be with my guests, but we're going to let the music roll right now. Y'all get this good feeling, and come on, baby, get that fighting spirit in you, all right? It's your boy, Cogee. I'll be right back. What's up, baby? We back. Hey, check us out. We're waiting for our guests to call in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this going to be a hot show. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good. Miss Peaches.
Hey, Cogee, how's it going today?
What's up with you?
Oh, nothing. I'm glad I'm on here with you.
So, hey, name some stars. Let's just go through it right now. Let's name some stars that bounce back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Bobby Brown. What y'all think? Come on, chime in, Miss Peaches.
Well, man, he's had a really rocky road up and down, even when he was younger. With New Edition, some things happened, and I know you know a lot of the details on his story, Cogee.
Right.
Yeah, he's been through a lot, so it's good to see, that he's still coming out on top and being blessed.
Right. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk to my man personally, hey. But like I said, we got some surprise for these shows coming up next, and I mean that. But like I said with Bobby Brown, like I said, he's been dealing with a lot of addiction, and like I said, he just keeps trying. He keeps trying to come back strong and keep trying to do his thing, and that's what it's about. What you think, Alan, man?
Well, you know what, Bobby Brown, he was a great star, and he still is, and I'm just glad that he's finally coming back, because, he's been through a lot.
Right.
And a lot of stars have been through a lot because when you're a star, the lights always shine on you. So no matter what you do, if you sneeze wrong, you in the media,
Oh, yeah.
So, but Bobby Brown, he is a good example.
Oh, yeah, we definitely, man. Like I said, with people like that, hey, we got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop. But, I think when we see other stars go through stuff, that's kind of like a guideline to show us what not to do, as well as, we need to get our stuff straight. You know what I'm saying? If not for ourselves, let's do it for our family. What you think, Young G?
I just think, he was in the limelight and things got pressure for him, but, he bounced back. It's a struggle coming with all that and the things you have to do to stay on top, but he fell back and he got right, and now he's back on the limelight now, so it's all right.
And you know what? We want to wish Whitney back, too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And why I said Bobby, like I said, man, he was going to be on the show today, but a little something happened. But we still got a surprise for the people. I mean that. We got a great show. We waiting for the phone lines to clear up, and we ready to rock this baby, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I tell you another great person. Let's hear from Robert Downey Jr., how he made his comeback. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, check us out. We got a few difficulties right now. We're in a new studio, and they trying to get everything right now. My people are stressing in here, my board people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask y'all to be patient. Like I said, hey, G's here in the studio. I'm here to do my thing, but we got a few difficulties with the board, but it'll be all right. But Robert Downey Jr. made a great comeback also, fellas. What y'all think?
Yeah, he too made a good comeback. Like just the things that's so hard out here now when you're a star and the light is just shine on you. It just it's rough. We know how it is when we're in a predicament and we're not stars. We don't have millions of people watching us, watching our every steps. So it's a blessing
Cogee,
that people can come back from that.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead, Miss Peaches.
I have a question for you. Like we brought up Bobby Brown and Robert Downey Jr., and they both have had like second, third, fourth, El DeBarge comebacks. What do you think makes those people different? What makes them able to bounce back so many times, or are they no different than the rest of us? They're just in the limelight.
I think they know different. I think it's all about, hey, what's inside of you and how much it means for you to come back. You know what I'm saying? To make it happen. So, I just think you got to keep going. It's people that's going to leave you along the way. I mean, it's didn't happen to me, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to stop me. It's going to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't a part of the plan anyway. That's all it shows, and I wasn't a part of their plan. And that's okay. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we ready to get this thing cracking. Man, I'm anxious and ready to get it going. They're telling me that the board is almost up, and we can get it going.
I wanted to bring up somebody.
So hold on, check this out. I'm sorry, Miss Peaches. They said they got the board up, and we got Miss Susan Steinbrecher. Is that it? Did I pronounce it right?
That's right.
Here we go, baby. We on the air. We ready to make it happen. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, hey, I've been waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? We had a few board problems, but hey, that's technology. That's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
But I'm here and I'm ready to roll, and I'm on fire about this new book. I want you to tell my fans. Oh, hold on. Now, hold on. Let me backtrack for 1 second. Miss Peaches, you got a little knowledge for her? Let the people know who she is.
Yes, she has the author of a book, Kensho. If you could tell me, Susan, I'm sorry, the title of your book.
Sure. It's called Kensho, A Modern Awakening. And Kensho is a Japanese word that means, it's a Zen Buddhist word that means awakening. So it's about awakening to all the possibilities that are available to us in life.
Right, and you bring to life a lot of ordinary people that are doing extraordinary things in the world, and you just keep the karma ball rolling and a lot of positivity out for the world, Cogee. So I think you guys are going to have a great conversation today.
Oh, yeah, and I'm ready for that. So how you feel today, Miss Susan?
I'm feeling great, and I was listening to a little bit about what you're saying, and I think it does come from within. Your whole thing about what makes people different. I think it's the people that take the time to kind of reflect on what's really important in life and pull that inner strength out. And so many of these types of people we featured in the book Kensho, because I wanted to put out a message in the world that was positive,
right,
that was to show people that there is a silver lining. Even though life can be very difficult, there's so much that we all are capable of doing if we'll just remove what I call a little dust in our eyes.
Right.
I talk a little bit about that in the book.
Okay.
So I'm excited to be here.
Oh, thank you. But Susan, let me ask you a question. Why do you think it's so hard for people to get back up?
I think, a lot of it, I think, has to do with who they surround themselves with. If you're going to be around people that are going to keep knocking you down, if you're around people that are very negative or that always want to point out what's wrong, naturally you're going to start feeling drained by them. So I think you've got to, number one, be really grateful for what you have in your life. I think if you focus on gratitude and express that gratitude for all the fabulous things that you have, if you have your health or your well-being, your family, there's so many people that are worse off. So focusing on gratitude, but I think a lot of folks forget that. They focus on what they don't have instead of what they do have.
Right.
So I always say, be careful who you surround yourself with.
And what would you say to that person that was struggling to get back up and they had people, just walk out of their life, leave them high and dry, leave them for dead? What would you say to that person that's left behind?
Again, focus on what you do have. Trust me, that's not easy for anybody, and we've all had our challenges in our life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some people way more than others, and
right.
I know that.
Got that right.
Yeah, absolutely. So
hallelujah.
Really, exactly. I mean, all you really can do is, I always say to people, write a gratitude list.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you have to focus on stuff because you just don't have the energy to focus on anything big, and you got to focus on something like, I have a pair of shoes that I can wear today, or I actually have my site where someone else doesn't today.
Right.
I don't care how small you got to start, but starting with that, and then once you keep writing and writing and writing, it starts to catch up. The momentum catches up, and the positive energy is there. And the more you do that, the better you start to feel. It's like taking one step in front of the other to pull yourself up into a space of, okay, I actually don't have it so bad. There's a lot of people worse than me. What do I want to do with my life?
You're definitely right. And I tell people all the time, people don't look at it, they don't look at it like that person just wasn't a part of your life. Sometimes you try to make people fit in that they don't fit in. They're not even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but you know what I noticed, Susan, and I know we're going to get to your book, but I want your wisdom on this because these are things that people ask me coming into the show today, and they wanted me to bring to your attention. So excuse me if I'm a little bit off track, but I think I'm really on track because this, will give you a wider platform of questions.
Yeah, no, they're great questions because, again, we focus on the wrong things, and that doesn't serve us real well.
Right. I think when you try to keep them in your zone and you try to make them fit, and you know they won't fit, but what do you say to the person that try to keep somebody in and they don't fit the blessing, and you try to make them fit the blessing? You try to make them, change into what you think they should be because you see the better them. Let's say that. Not to use and hurt nobody. Everything on this show is positive, so we're going to keep it 100% positive, but only because they put so much trust in this person and they see something that this person don't see within themselves.
Well, first of all, I admire somebody that looks at somebody that says, wow, I can see the possibility in them. But if you keep trying to help that person or lift that person up and they just don't want to play, it's just time to walk away. You're going against the grain, It's like fighting the wave. And if the wave keeps hitting you and keeps pounding you down, then that's not going to be the best thing for you ultimately. So sure, it's great to see the best in others and try to help them up, but people have to help themselves. And if you do all that you can to mentor and support and coach and provide opportunity for, but they eventually just don't want to play along, then that's not good for you. Right. You're going to have to step away from that.
So what about the people, I just got a text a minute ago, what about the person that feel like they wasted so much time with these people?
I really appreciate that viewpoint because we do think that, oh my gosh, life is marching on and what do I do with this? But the truth is there is only now. History is history, past is past.
Right.
Focus on now. What can you do now to help you have the future that you want to have? And so focusing on the past and history and regret it's really a waste. You're wasting more time by focusing on that than focusing on what you can have moving forward.
Right, because I just told the person a minute ago, man, let it go. I done been there and done it. Let it go and forget about them.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to forgive and forget and move on, or otherwise you keep reliving and you're wasting even more time, the very time that you're complaining about.
Yeah, you're definitely right. You know what? And that was a very good answer. But you know what? One thing I do want to say, I think you have to learn to detach and get away from them people. You don't talk to them, don't be around them, don't hang with them. Because if you already been ran over and you already been ran through, what is the reason for hanging back around and finish getting tortured? And especially, what about like the women that know they're in abusive relationships and doing bad, but you stay there? Why? Especially if this person gave you an out and told you to leave and you didn't go.
Yeah. In a lot of cases, people, they get so emotionally beaten down that they don't think they deserve anything more. And that's a problem because we all deserve more. Nobody deserves to be beaten down.
Right.
And so that's where you have to be able to take a stand and say, this is who I am. I am worthy. I am worth more. I deserve more, and start with that. And with that kind of thinking, you will start to step out of that kind of a situation and start to surround yourself with people that are really going to uplift you.
Right. And Susan, I got a special caller on the phone. We're going to let him in right now.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? Okay, well, I guess they still trying to get the phone lines in.
Okay.
I got this guy. Yeah, I told him to call in because I want him to talk to you. And he's got a real deep story. Mike.
Yes.
Oh, okay, there he is. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing?
All right. We got Miss Susan Steinbrecher. Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. We got her on the phone, Mike, and I told her all about you. and you got a heavy story, you know what I'm saying, and you coming on next week. He's going to be on for 1 hour, everybody, next week, but he wanted to call in right now and just give some words of encouragement to people to keep achieving and climb back up. So go ahead, Mike, but, let's address our guest and say hello to her.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you, Mike?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Good.
So let us know, Mike, what's on your mind, brother?
Well,
That much, huh? He got a lot. Hey, everybody, he's got a
Deep
deep
breath.
soul. But you know what? What I want you to do, Mike, just give people a little insight real quick of what you're going to be talking about next week. And then I want you to flip it over and just give the words of encouragement for people to go on and tell them to check out the show next week and see how you got through it.
okay. I was incarcerated for 5.5 years for a DUI. I got out. I got a job, praise the Lord, and I've been working at this job for a little over a year now, and I'm training now to be a manager of a restaurant, and it's just, by the grace of God that He opened this door for me. It's just the way my life was. It was just, I was doing dirt to the fullest, and it's just, I never thought that I would get a chance, especially after being incarcerated for 5.5 years. And I got out, and I was just like, man, I have this jacket on me now, and it's just, what am I going to do? How am I going to live my life to show these people that that's not me anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
And it's just, and that old me is dead and gone now.
Right.
And it's just, I just want people to look forward, and don't look at the past. Everybody has a past. Everybody does, and
Right.
It's just what you're doing with your life right now.
So, Mike, let's give them an insight about your DUI. I mean, you left that part out.
Okay, I got a DUI. I took somebody's life on December 20th of 2005.
Right. And we want to let them know, Mike, about those 2 or 3 drinks. You didn't even have a lot of drinks.
No,
but
I had.
We're not even going to get deep into it. But just how many drinks did you have at night?
I had 4 beers in a 2.5-hour period.
Okay. So can you speak on that and let people know the severity of that situation?
And it's, it could happen to anybody. I always thought, man, that's never going to happen to me. That's never going to happen to me. And, everybody says it. How many people get off of work and have a couple drinks and then go home?
Right.
And it's just, and it happened to me.
And a lot of people done flew under the radar with this, Mike. Me and you talked about. A lot of people done got lucky to make it to their driveway, but everybody ain't been that lucky, and you one of those people.
Yep, and where I got on my wreck, I could have threw a rock or a baseball, and I could have hit my house. That's how close I was to my house.
Man.
I was probably about 200 yards away from my home.
And everybody, let me tell you something. This is a great guy on the phone. I mean, with a great heart. He's got a good family. He loves the Lord. And you know what? He already had the Lord in him when he went to jail. I know some people go, oh, yeah, well, everybody finds the Lord in jail. You know what I'm saying? But he already had it in his heart before he went in. But, hey, he had to pull to him a little closer and pull tight. So I want to go to Susan real quick. Susan, can you speak on this real quick? I really want you to talk about it. This is a great platform for you right now.
No, thank you for that, and
right.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, because what it really proves is that, good people, things just happen to, right? We all go through life. We do the best that we can. Sometimes we'll make a decision that puts us down one path, and we thought we were going down another path. But the truth is like you said, many people have been in your situation. You just happen to have the wrong time at the wrong day, right? Wrong spot.
Yes.
But I think what I love to hear about is that you came out from that. You're turning your life around, and you're learning some skills, and it's a great industry to be a manager of. And so, really good for you for being able to you could have come out of that experience really, really bitter. You could have repeated that same situation and not learned anything from it, but you've learned from it and you're moving on. So, really, congrats to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like I said, Susan, you know what? Because the phone lines was messed up. Next week, Mike, he'll be on for a full hour, and I want you to be on that show with him. We're gonna let him flow, but I want to chime back into you because, like I said, I want to give you more. You know what I'm saying? Now we didn't give people a little bit on the plate right now, but I'm not through with you because me and you a buffet. We're gonna give people a lot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean that. I'm really thankful that you took time to reach out to my village to help my people grow and to help us get the awareness across. And like I said, Mike's a special guy to me. He's a good friend. I mean, he always greets you with a smile, and he really means it. You can tell when somebody mean it when they shake your hand.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and like I said,
yeah.
I want to be at 100% for him. I want to put people on his radar, and I want people to support this man, and let's pray for him, and let's get him across the goal line. But, you know, like I said, Susan, I think everything you're doing right now with your book, you know, hey, it's great. But, you know, what is Kensho? What does it mean for the people that don't know? Did I say it right? The book?
Yeah.
Kensho.
Okay,
Okay.
really. It's called Kensho. Really, the word Kensho is a Zen Buddhist term that literally translates to seeing one's true nature. And basically, it's not a Zen Buddhist book, but I really use that name as a metaphor to really talk about, you know, if you really want to become enlightened by the world around us, ultimately you need to discover yourself along the way.
Right.
And this can be difficult, you know, at challenging times. I mean, it's always easy to focus on our inner fears and anxieties and allow skepticism to inform, you know, kind of the way we look at the world. And our news media, unfortunately, drives home that negative point every single day.
Right.
And it focuses on what I would call the uncommon ground of humanity, when there's a lot that we have in common if we'll just look at it. So Kensho really literally means awakening. And so it's waking up to see, again, what's possible within us and how we're all connected.
Right.
And interconnected, and no matter what you go through, at the end of the day, you're a human being and I'm a human being, and deep down inside we have those same needs. And so it's just recognizing that one's not better than the other, that we're all in this together, and we need each other. You know, we need each other to survive.
Right. Yeah, you definitely right. But you know what? Before I break you and Mike off right now, because we got it lined up in these phones, you know, I'm dealing with a situation right now. But like I said, hey, small problem for a giant. I'm a giant, and I'm going to make it happen. But one thing I do want to do with both of you all, Mike, I need words of encouragement to our young village about the drinking, about the driving, and how important it is to make that call and give the keys up.
Man, like I said, it can happen to anybody. Anybody, man. I was that person that it's not going to happen to me, and it does. You know, it's just one drink is all it takes, you know? And it's just, I get my strength from the Lord every day, and I thank him every day for, you know, what he's done for me. And it's just, man, it's so hard to say, Kogee. You know, it's just one drink, man, that's all it's going to take, man. One drink will change your life.
Right.
For the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And you know what? I want to tell you something, man. Like I said, no matter what happened, I know it was a tragedy, and we're going to pray for that family, and we're sorry that it happened. But, hey, you're a star-studded guy to get on the line right now and open your heart and throw that awareness out there. You know, like Susan said, you could have been bitter. You could be angry for the setback that your life took. But, you know, you set up. That's what it's about. You got set back to get set up, right or wrong.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
Right, and that's the way we're going to look at this situation. And like I said, our heart goes out to the family, you know, the victim of that situation. And, you know, Susan, now, this is what I need from you, Susan. I need your encouraging words for Mike to stay strong and move forward, and the other young village. I need your words of encouragement, because both of y'all going to be on next week. And, I mean, we going hard, nonstop, all three of us. Because this is really deep, and we got to get across the goal line and touch people with our words and our heart. So go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, no, first of all, again, I so commend what you're doing. I mean, you have really taken a situation and made lemonade out of lemons, really.
Thank you.
And that's really what we're talking about here. It's like, you know, you change yourself, you change the world. You know, be the change that you seek.
Right.
And it starts in your own backyard. And it starts with every decision that you make, and putting one foot in front of the other. And so you've done that, and just continue to walk that path, because just think about the number of people that you're inspiring today that get to hear your message today, that either had a similar situation or they had a close call.
Right.
That you're now reminding them of, oh my gosh, life is short, life is precious, and it all boils down to, I do the best that I know how to do, and then I go from there, right?
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. So, Susan, give them your website and everything so they can, you know, we can keep us going until next week. But next week, Susan, you on for a 4 hour, you and Mike. And like I said, we're going to touch some hearts, and we're going to bring some families back together by making the leader of the household strong, whether if it's a single mom or single father. Okay?
Yeah, very good. So, yeah, you can go to kenshobook.com. It's KENSHO book.com. We have, you can purchase a book there, but we also have a lot of prizes and stuff for people that click on that site that they get for free. So, I encourage people to do that, to learn more about. I have tons of stories in this book, very uplifting stories of people that have done just amazing things with their life. That I think will be really inspirational for people.
Okay, we definitely going to do that. And Susan, I'll be talking to you when the show's over. I'm going to give you a call and kind of give you a map to what we're going to do. And me and Mike, we definitely going to be talking. We're going to see each other and talk. But, Mike, I'm proud of you, man. I mean that. I'm very proud of you. And the worst thing you can do right now is make me look bad and relapse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not going to happen, man.
Right, because I'm telling people right now, you're a strong man and you got your stuff together and you ain't going back down that road. So if you got love for me like I got love for you, to put you on this earth and tell people that you're not going to relapse, I need you to have that love for me and stay strong, brother.
Most definitely, man. It's just, he's brought me so far. It's just, it would be a slap to the victim's family and to my family. How many lives that I affected doing this.
Right.
So
Okay. So what I want to do, I want to thank both of you all for being on the show. And like I said, next week, hey, people better bring 2 plates. So we're going to give them a buffet. We're going to fill them up next week. All right?
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all both. And like I said,
Thank you.
I want everybody to hold on. The show's still strong. Those was my first 2 star-studded guests. Everybody on this show, nobody's a big star. We all even on this show. All right? So we'll be right back. And it's been Conversations with Cogee. Hold on a second.
It's like a bell that keeps on ringing.
It's Cogee, baby. I'm back. I'm in the house right now. So, hey, we got another phone call right now. Another guest. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh, man, I'm doing all right. Let the people know who you are, my brother.
My name is John Butch Phillip, and I'm a music producer.
Okay, there it is. Let them know what's up with you, Butch. You got a good story, man. Let them know about, thundering back through, man, when people walk out on you, brother.
Oh, wow. Well, I had a recording studio with a business partner for about maybe 5 to 6 years, and it started going under and under and under. And it got to the point where I said, look, we're losing way too much here. I need your help. I need you to help me out. That didn't work out too well. So one time I just decided that I was going to just leave. It got really bad. I left all the equipment, everything. And so we lost quite a bit of money. And by me walking out, I pretty much gave away thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment.
Right.
And because the situation was just that bad.
Right.
And so I regrouped and figured out what to do from there, and it just looked like I didn't know what I was going to do.
Right.
But I took the time and got in touch with some contractors and rebuilt the studio in my house.
Right.
And since then, I've had song placements in movies and different CDs throughout the United States. I've written and produced for artists out of Atlanta, Louisiana, L.A., and things are going amazing for me now.
Yeah, that's cool. But at your lowest moment, man, tell us about your lowest moment when you thought it all was over.
It was when I realized that I didn't have anything. It was just, on paper I saw how much money was lost, and at night I couldn't sleep because I didn't have a game plan. I just knew that something needed to change. And it kept me up at night because I didn't have anything to go off of. It was just a bunch of nothing. I didn't even have a game plan. It was just a very, very low time in my life. Being a musician, and you walk away from all of your equipment, it's a terrible, terrible feeling.
Right. And then on top of that, how devastating when you're going through something like that, man, when you walked out on, and like I said, millions of dollars out the door, you got to take care of your family and your back's against the wall. Where your whole mental state, how did it deal with your relationships and your friendships, with you harboring that certain pain and probably that anger and just feeling like nobody was there to pick you up, but everybody partied with you. You get what I'm saying? That's your good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say about that?
The good times were great. I had more friends than ever, but then when I was at my lowest point, it's like everybody ran for the hills. It was a terrible feeling And myself being, I'm always an uplifting kind of guy, but I found myself to be more quick to anger, you know, and it changed my character for a while, and it wasn't me.
Right.
It hurt my relationship because it hurt my finances was affected, and you know I didn't really be around anybody. I pretty much stayed to myself, and it hurt a lot of things. You know, I know for sure that I hurt a lot of family and a few close friends.
Yeah, and that's
terrible.
true. But through that situation, what would you want to say to those people that you probably never got to talk to or apologize to, and the bridges that got burnt through your situation, which they didn't understand that your back was against the wall and your life was on the line? Some people don't understand that when we go through certain things. I done been through that, and people done walked out. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I got great angels around me that make sure I'm all right, you know, to keep spreading the love and doing the things I need to do for my family and close friends and friends that's like brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to say to those people that you've never got to sit down with?
I would say, forgive me as I've been forgiven, and allow me to reintroduce myself to you again, because I am the person that I was before.
Right.
If I could say anything, it would be, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been an evil person. I shouldn't take out the bad things. I shouldn't share my negative parts of my life like that. I shouldn't have done it like that.
Right.
If I could say I'm sorry 10 times, I would do it.
Right. There it is. And you know what? I like that, because even with me, I'm going to reintroduce myself to people that meant a lot to me that I let go, you know what I'm saying, through rough times that I had. And I mean that. And it's females and it's males that I see now that I let other people in, and they was the wrong people. You get what I'm saying? But I gave up on the person, you know, that really had my back and was really down for me. And I like that. Reintroduce yourself. Hey, them my star-studded words. I mean that. Miss Peaches, chime in.
Yeah, I like what he's saying. I know that what we're learning today is that there is a second chance, and you can not live in the past, but sometimes go back and make things right or start over again, even doing the same thing that you once did, you know, in a positive light. So, I mean, all your guests have been great so far with a lot of words of wisdom.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, what did you think about what he said about, you know, when people don't understand when our back's against the wall and we out, you know what I'm saying? But people don't know it, but they think that we either being stingy or that we trying to control them. I mean, what do you want to say about that real quick?
Well, you know, it's just nobody understands your life until there's really standing in your shoes, and we pretty much know that's not going to happen. So I think, you know, love for somebody, you're around somebody, you need to just step out of yourself for 5 minutes, try to get in their shoes and understand. And no, when somebody doesn't have something to give, who's always given, a person should look at that person and say, you know what, you've always been so, you know, giving, that obviously you're going through something. Instead of me asking you for something and getting mad when you can't do it, what can I do for you?
That's real.
You know?
Yeah.
That's true. Go ahead.
Because obviously,
Go ahead, Miss Peaches, real quick.
obviously something's wrong. Something's going on. If a person who will bend over backwards for you is really honestly telling you, I can't do it right now, there's something wrong, and you should probably try to get to the bottom of it and see if you can help.
Right. And you don't walk out. That's the worst thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Even with a friend I moved out here with, you know, at one time that was my friend, that was the whole thing he told me. People he brought out here with him, they knew rent was coming. They knew his bills were coming. And everybody walked out on him and left him high and dry. You know what I'm saying?
That's not right. And that does, I know that the people who did that to him, to you, to everybody who's listening who's had something like that happen, I do know that karma does come around in a good way and a bad way. And I know that sometimes somebody might say, why is this happening to me? But you probably should look at maybe what have you done, you know, what have you done to hurt somebody?
Right. Yeah, everybody, you know. What do you think about that, Butch?
I think that what goes around comes around. But I believe that every day you get a chance to wake up, it's another day you can make it better for yourself and the people around you. Yeah,
you definitely right. You definitely right. And like I said, you're going to spin through this way next week also. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come down this street again next week, and we're going to get a little deeper. We got to keep it moving. But put them on your radar, my brother. Give me some websites. Give us something real quick.
Well, to reach me, you can reach me at my Facebook page. Just John Butch Phillip, Just take you directly to my Facebook page, and I'm in the process of working on the new website, so I don't have web information.
Okay. All right. No problem. You'll be back next week, and it'll be up, So I want to thank you for being on the show. And like I said, next week, we're going to get back in. I'll be talking to you because the phone line's been messed up and everybody ain't been able to flow. But what little knowledge that y'all dropping right now, man, y'all changing lives, man. You start study, Start study with knowledge. And I love that. Back against the wall, got back up. Now you're going to tell people how to move forward, how to move, and how to shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, man, I appreciate you, and I'll be talking to you soon. All right?
All right.
Thank you,
Stay
my brother.
blessed.
All right. You too, man. Thank you. So everybody, check this out. What we going to do, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back. We got them lining up like planes on the runway, baby. You know what I'm saying? To make this happen for you. Then we're going to go into our second hour, which really gets, it's going to be on fire with these next two people that I have. I got one of them on the phone right now. And like I said, when we come back in for a second, I'm going to let him get in for a minute. And then, boom, we'll break off. Then we'll come back into the second hour. Hopefully, the phone lines will be cool and we'll keep flowing. Conversations with Cogee, baby. Hold on. Don't touch that dial.
It's like a bell that keeps on ringing.
Hey, I'm back. It's Cogee, baby. Check us out. We're going to let our guest in right now. It's my man, Chuck. Chuck, what's up with you?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm doing God's work. What's up with you?
Hey, man, I'm working it out, too, man. I'm doing his work, too.
That's right, man. We love teaching right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
How's it sounding to you, man? I know you got to hear a lot.
Man, I really can dig where the conversation is coming from. It just goes to show, man, everybody's going through something.
Yeah, and if
everybody got a little drama going on in their life from time to time, and it's just a matter of how you stand back up and put your life back together when you fall down or when you get knocked down.
And if I run across anybody ain't going through nothing right now, I know they on the episode of Punked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And ain't even close to telling the truth.
Yeah, that's right. I know something gonna jump out of the closet on them and shake them up for real.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming out the sky or something.
Man, that's right. But everybody, check this out. This is what I want to tell you about my man Chuck. My man Chuck been in prison for 23 years. 23 years, everybody. 23 years. No parole, right, Chuck?
No parole. I did 23 straight.
Wow. So look, this is what we want to do. Because we're going into the second hour, but I'm gonna save the meat on the plate. What we're gonna do is give them a hors d'oeuvre right now. We're gonna give them a little appetizer until we hit it big. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
I want you to talk to my young village right now. And it's cool to go to jail right now. It's cool to shoot somebody and kill somebody. It's cool to, initiate yourself in a gang and shoot somebody to show somebody who don't care about you that, hey, you love them and you love what they stand for. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Talk to my young village real quick, and then, like I said, I'm gonna let you light them up, man, in the next hour. Go ahead, my brother.
I think that's cool if that's what you think the reality is. But at the end of that reality, there's consequences and repercussions, and that's the part of the game that I don't think people think about. When they're making them bad choices and decisions, you can go out and pop somebody all day, or you can swerve in the lanes doing the drugs, selling drugs, or whatever. But at the end of that thing, you have to suffer. You're going to suffer and pay for that. And sometimes the price is a whole lot higher than what you're able or willing to pay.
Right.
And, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go on and flow.
The reality is, man, is that, you don't think about the end result from the beginning. But if a person could think about the end result from the beginning, I guarantee you, we wouldn't be making a lot of the choices and decisions that we make today. Them are not mistakes, man. Them are choices and decisions. Them are bad choices and decisions. And, when you make them, there's a price that has to be paid, man, and the price is quite high.
Right. And real quick as you can, let's talk about how the court system, let's talk about how they playing with people's lives, man, running them through like cattle.
Well, the reality is as far as I've been able to see is that, there's money to be made in the system. And if they can get somebody locked down, then that's more money in somebody else's pocket. That's job security for somebody, So the reality is these cats is coming in and out of the system, At the end of that thing, somebody, not only are you suffering for it, but somebody else is getting paid for it.
Yeah.
That's the coldest hustle I ever seen.
For your stupidity.
You know what I mean?
Right. But you know what? What would you say real quick? What would you say to to the kids out there that's putting their parent through that? Somebody that's working hard, trying to retire from their job. Somebody who ain't doing nothing but probably going to work and going to church and trying to provide for a family. What do you say to that kid?
It's hard for that kid to realize how hard it is to make life happen for them. But if I could say one thing to them, I would tell them, man, don't take your mom and daddy for granted. Don't take these people for granted, because the reality is these people they don't have to be doing this. There's lots of people that are locked up and getting rushed through another part of a system because their mamas and daddies can't take care of them. And there's a system, there's a juvenile division full of kids because their parents just can't take care of them. And if someone is looking out for you, you are very blessed and fortunate. And then people that are looking out for you don't deserve what you're giving to them if that's the case.
Boom. There it is. My man flowing. So what I want you to do, Chuck, hold tight, man. Like I said, stay on fire, baby, because when you come back in, I'm letting you off the chain. Do what you do. All right?
That's what's up, man. Right on.
Okay, everybody, you're listening to Conversations with Cogee. That's been our first hour. Hey, and it's only getting better. You get what I'm saying? We're going to keep taking the bar higher and higher on this show. So everybody, stay tuned. Stay focused. Stay focused. Get your pen and paper. Go get your sodas. Go get your chips. Go get your snacks. Because when you come back, we got to do it. All right? Conversations with Cogee. Hold on. We'll be right back.